Hello traders, welcome to today's newsletter, and we're going to look at the levels on the dollar index. And the reason we're going to look at dollar index is because this week we have a lot of data coming out of the United States. We have the take a look at the economic calendar. We have the jobless claims, the ISM non-manufacturing PMIs, where today actually, if you look at the results, the ISM manufacturing PMIs were a bit, but the US dollar didn't budge because, I mean, we tested the 150 level, which is a very important psychological level because the round number. But not only that, if you look at here, when we had this absorption candle, this bearish absorption candle, we retested this level before going lower and test the 98.50 level. And also this level has been tested as support previously in historic price action. And as I always tell you, you have to study history in order to know what's going to happen in the future, or not what's going to happen in the future, but to have a higher probability of being right in the future. So we're going to go back to the economic calendar. The ISM non-manufacturing PMI was a bit, and today we have the RBA interest rate decision, which should be fun for our Asian or APAC traders. But we have the FOMC minutes on Wednesday. On Thursday, we have the initial jobless claims, and we have the non-farm payrolls on Friday. So big week for the US dollar, and this is why we're going to be looking at the US dollar, and also why we're going to be looking at gold and the Euro US dollar. But first of all, I'd like to tell you how you can get our signals for free. Just go to snapthetrade.com, and we have an awesome promotion right now. You can get a 6-month free signal package just by depositing $100 at eToro. And the way to do it, just click here on Get Free Signals, and you're going to be prompted at the eToro website where you can open an account and deposit $100. And when you do so, just email me back at orlando@snipertrade.com to get access. And I will give you access, and I will set you up with a 6-month free package. But if you already have an account with eToro, that doesn't matter. We have a lot of other broker partners that you can choose from on our free signals page. But before you do that, don't forget to put your name and email on this box right here, because if you do so, you're going to be added to my mailing list, and I'm going to be sharing with you every day my trade levels. So if you already have an account with eToro, just click on free signals, and you can choose any broker on this list, and just use the links on my list, deposit the minimum on your brokerage account, and email me at orlando@snipertrade.com, and I will give you a 6-month free trial. Now let's go back to the charts, and we were talking about the US dollar, how we got down, and we broke with this down structure today. Actually, I'm sorry, I think it was yesterday, but we are chopping in a very tight range, and this is why the FX markets have been quite quiet, or we're quite quiet today. As you can see, the US dollar index was choppy between the 150 level and this blue line, this blue level that I just highlighted here, which was a previous resistance zone. And then always look for absorption candles. When we have an absorption candle on a previous level, this means that this level obviously was broken, but if retested, this is where you're going to be finding buyers if we broke to the upside, or sellers if we break to the downside. And in this case, we broke to the upside, so we found buyers again here. But then sellers were found at the 150 level, which is also a 50 Fibonacci retracement level from the entire move to the downside. So basically, this is a very, very important level that buyers buyers need to get very, very aggressive in order to break through. And well, if we go back here to the economic calendar, we do have some moving market news coming out of the US. Well, tomorrow might give buyers that extra push if initial jobless claims come out in positive. So let's go back to the charts and let's look at gold. Gold is in a very, very important level because it just broke with this down structure, and it looks kind of a flag, but we are actually trapped inside of our range. And remember that we love to trade that 161.8 on gold, and most importantly, when it hits those important levels, you can see right here, if we look at the previous price action, you can see that we hit that resistance level, we hit it again, and then we move all the way down to the 1241 level. That 1257 to 1260 level, that $3 level is filled with sell orders. And how do you know that? If you go to the 4-hour chart, you can see that this is where we also found a lot of sellers when we moved from the 1178s to the 1262s. Now, we dropped then afterwards, but then we are starting to move up. And now, if we look at the 4-hour chart, this actually looks like a flag. So I really wouldn't be selling these highs or selling this level. What I want to see in gold is a very nice move to these levels, a nice rejection candle just like this one, and a test back of the 1253 level, so we can jump in with a very high probability trade and a very nice risk to reward scenario. Now let's take a look at where the Euro US dollar is at. Now the Euro US dollar is or has been very quiet since we opened on Friday. If you remember last week on our newsletter, we were talking about the 107 level, which was a previous level of resistance, but also confluenced with the 50 Fibonacci retracement level of the entire move up. Well, sellers broke with this level, but now we are ranging, and we are actually not even ranging. We are just trading inside a very choppy 35 pip range around the 61.8. Okay, now if you look closely, I'm gonna get rid of this blue structure that we broke already, and I'm going to actually look at this nice pitchfork. So what we are looking here is we are looking at an ascending support at the 61.8 of the entire move to the upside. So this is important because, well, this ascending support seems to be holding, but you guys know that I'm not very trustworthy of trading trend lines because we could easily get a test of the broken 107 level and then a move down to the 106.10 level, which is the level that I'm looking at to get in on a long trade. But we might also be we might also find buyers here if we actually or if sellers manage to push the dollar index down and break with this blue structure. So it all depends on how the dollar is going to move. So we need to follow the leader right now and wait for that reaction on the US dollar. But if you are going to take a long position here at the trend line, at the magenta trend line, we'll take it with a very minimum amount of risk and a very tight stop loss. On the other side, I'm going to wait for a reaction and a breakthrough on this 65 pip range. Now, again, if you want to subscribe to our signals and trade with us and profit like we do, just go to snapthetrade.com/free forex signals and click on this pop-up to get your 6-month free package worth $600 for just a $100 deposit at eToro.